What's up, everybody? It's Quizzy. I am back today with another video. I feel so good to be back. Y'all, if y'all have checked out my live stream that I made just the other day, thank y'all. I appreciate that. If you haven't got to check it, then yeah, be my guest. Go check it out. It's really dope. I really go over a lot of information there, especially a lot of news for the channel. But just in case if you didn't see it, I'll just give it to you very briefly. Okay. So now I'm starting 2 things out of the week. All right. Watch It Wednesdays, all right? So Watching Wednesdays is going to be what you're watching today. So basically, I am going to be doing a video every Wednesday. I'm gonna try to drop 3 and we're gonna try to evolve it, but as of right now I'm going to be doing Wednesdays. I'm going to be doing Watch It so you guys can watch it with me, and I'm talking about these videos are going to be dope. The second thing is stream Saturdays. All right, now I'm still trying to get this into work because I'm still trying to get a better camera, like basically a better webcam, but streaming Saturdays is just a time for all of us to talk. So me and my subscribers and new subscribers, so please bring in more new people. But it's just a time just to sit and talk. Right now I'm averaging about like 2 hours that we just sit and talk. I think that'd be good for the subscribers. I think it'd be good for me and you to just kind of sit and just chat, you know what I'm saying? So right now I'm doing it at 7 p.m. and that's like time, whatever. I'll put it down so that way you can see it. It's basically Chicago. I'm living in St. Louis, Missouri. We're gonna try to make this work, okay? We're going through a lot of changes on the channel, so just bear with me, guys, while I'm trying to figure it all out, all right? And also, if you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, and comment. Why? Because we're a family over here. Didn't you know? Have you never seen us before?
Giant domino. You probably tried to do a domino chain at least once in your life. For some people, this entertainment has become a real hobby. In fact, there are even tournaments where participants create domino effects using thousands of dominoes. But dominoes the size of a 2-story house are something new. The creator of this—
that's kind of dope, like just to see them falling down like that and everybody that get together. That must be a cool place where they work.
Construction is going to set a world record. It starts with a domino the size of a telephone and ends with the fall of a huge 6.4 meter tall piece. His task was to correctly calculate the interaction force, and as you can see, the new record holder succeeded. Think of the time and effort this guy put into assembling the dominoes and placing them with great care. Doesn't he regret working so hard for a show that just lasted a few seconds? In any case, the audience was satisfied, since not every day you see something like this. But we have a question. Why is one of the pieces red?
Cracked open. Go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh!
David Beckham Temple. The Temple Wat Parawat in Bangkok.
Whoa, hold on. Y'all, check that out. Look at the detail on this temple. Now, you know temples are old. Temples are old constructions done by ancient times. You know what I'm saying? We don't have things like this anymore. But look at, like, let's just admire this for a second. Before I click play, look at it. Like, look at the detail. Like, look at the top, the small details that went into this. This looks like a nice place. It looked like it took them a while to do this. And with the people down there, well, he just said it looked kind of Indian, but maybe I just missed it, but let's play it.
Bangkok may seem like a masterpiece of Buddhist architecture, but it's actually a much more surprising place. This strange sanctuary is also known as David Beckham Temple. Do you think it's because the legendary soccer player visited this place? No, actually, his body is always present in the temple.
1 second.
He's squatting in his Manchester United uniform, right under the Buddha's altar. And next to David Beckham, we can see a weird legless Mickey Mouse holding the leg of a strange—
Whoa, hold on. Bro, we got Pinocchio. We got the guy off Mulan, you know what I'm saying? Half him, half bird. This man is perched. And then we got Goofy looking Mickey Mouse. The Mickey Mouse definitely looks like he's on drugs. This Mickey Mouse looks like he's on crack, all right? And then this man got tits, breastises. What the hell is going on here? I'm not liking what I'm seeing.
angel. Your reaction to these images has probably been the same as Pinocchio's. Who else can we find in What Para What? On the walls, we can see Superman, Batman, and Captain America. And at the entrance, there's a rabbit with gold jewelry and a selfie stick. Even Pikachu's here. It seems that no one's missing. According to those in charge of the temple, all of these characters are considered symbols of good and are there to protect Buddhism. After what we've seen, this man with a fish instead of a head does not surprise us. But how did Albert Einstein end up in this place? Weird sofa.
Oh wow,
if you ever played The Sims, you surely used some of the cheat codes, right? We all did. Who didn't want to get more money and buy the most expensive things? No matter how the house looks though, the main thing is that the furniture is worth a lot of money. Believe it or not, some people do the same thing in real life. Look at this strange object bought by rapper Lil Yachty. Is it some kind of modern artwork? Or is it a giant cookie cutter? Actually, it's a purple couch worth $20,000. For that kind of money, it should at least be able to give massages and make coffee. But no, all you can do is sit on it and lie down in different positions, I guess. Of course, it's funny, but wasn't it easier to build a house out of chairs, pillows, and blankets? It's certainly much more cozy, and most importantly, it's complete.
Bro, he spent $20,000 on that. Like, are you serious? Come on, man. Would you spend $20,000 on that? Put that shit in the comments, man. Like, what? $20,000? Like, maybe, man, I could see about a good $5,000. Like, if you really wanted in your house somebody to make that for $5,000, $20,000. Some people work all year for that, bro.
Completely free. Beetles on the ceiling. Try to think of the strangest work of art you've ever seen in your life. In a minute, it'll seem to you that there's nothing that special about it. Let's visit the Hall of Mirrors at the Royal Palace of Brussels. It was unfinished until 2002. Previously, each ruler had invited a contemporary artist to decorate the room, but in the 20th century, the tradition was lost. Queen Paola decided to resume this custom and turned to Jean Fabre, one of the most eccentric artists of our time. This artist's performances included burning.
Bro, what is with all these damn ads, man?
Everything you need to support
They want to make their money,
up to
huh?
100 gigabytes of data and
money and making drawings with his own blood. What do you think he did in the royal palace? Fabre decided to radically change the interior of the room. He covered most of the ceiling and one of the—
No, boy, you look like a music teacher. No, boy, you look like Hillary Clinton over there, girl. No, your nose is sharp as hell, boy. You will stab somebody, ugly ass, boy. Balloons are scared of your nose, ugly ass. I'm finna get on your shit. Hot air balloons. Why the hell is your hair slicked back? Hey, I don't know what the fuck is up with her. She just sat in the barber's chair and say, hey, little barber, fuck me up. Alright, I'm finna get on her and say, oh, wow looking ass, boy. I'm finna get on his ugly ass, well, the ugly ass, boy. This nigga trying to lick his lip, boy. He end up cutting his lip, boy. Dry lip having ass, boy. I'm finna get on your fucking shirt, boy. You thought that was from the Men's Warehouse. No, it's from the Gap, nasty ass, boy. You have a gap in your fucking head, boy. Your head is small. Head small. No, your head is big, boy. Brain is small. Long ear having ass, boy. I'm finna get on your shit. Now, let's keep going.
The chandeliers with a beautiful green mosaic, which shines beautifully under the light. Now, how many gems did he use? Actually, Jean Fabre doesn't work with such a primitive material. For his work Heaven of Delight, he used the bodies of 500,000 jeweled beetles. How did he come up with that idea? In any case, the result is amazing, but it'd be a bit scary if one day the guard didn't find the chandelier in its place. Sweet carousel. Why give someone a mini model of a carousel? It's a great toy, but what can you do with it besides admiring it? Well, you can eat it. We didn't immediately understand what the trick was either, but this is one of the most magnificent cakes in the world.
What? That's a cake? Y'all, I thought this was like a child's toy. This is a cake. This is a cake. People can eat, people eat this. This is a cake. A cake.
Sweet masterpieces are created by Eddie LeBeau and Richard Amon, a couple of London confectioners who work at the Tattooed Baker's studio. They spend hundreds of hours on each project. Did you also think that it would take at least a year to make a cake like this? Look at this! The carousel's not only decorated with incredibly detailed Baroque and Rococo elements, but it also spins. It even has lights. Unfortunately, Tattooed Baker's cakes have a serious flaw. You don't really want to cut them, do you?
Nah.
Seriously, would you be able to destroy this beautiful work of art?
I couldn't do it.
Cake on the roof.
Oh my
Celebrity
God.
weddings are almost always an incredible show.
I'm gonna be a millionaire one day. I'm gonna have a dope ass wedding. If I get married, maybe not. But a cake on the roof, I don't give a fuck whether you want to get married or not. That's dope as fuck. Okay.
With famous musicians, fancy fireworks, and other entertainment. The guests at the wedding of Malaysian actors Zahira McWilson and Ayman Hakim Rizza were probably expecting something special from the ceremony, and the wedding planners met their expectations. When the time came to take the cake out, everyone looked around in confusion, while they actually had to look up. Yep, the luxurious chandelier which had been hanging from the ceiling.
Good Lord, bro. I hope they are making the good money off of this.
I'm going to show you guys how to make my
really
famous
do.
holiday
I
rolls.
really hope they're making great money off this. Jeez.
All of that time was actually a skillfully disguised dessert. You probably wouldn't have noticed it either, right? The edible chandelier was made by Lily and Lola Cakes. It took them a whole week to create it, but it was even more difficult to install the cake on the ceiling, because any mistake could have turned into a disaster. On the other hand, if a $2,400 cake suddenly fell on someone's head, you'd probably pretend it was part of the show, wouldn't you? Deal of the century. Do you have any idea what the secret of Tic Tacs are? We don't know a single person who doesn't like these little mints. The problem is that they run out instantly, so if you have 2 packs you can practically rule the world. Or you could force NHL player Nikolai Ehlers to make a deal with you, like this young fan did. As you can see, the Winnipeg Jets forward saw the Tic Tacs and completely forgot about the warm-up. As a result, the girl was able to exchange her Tic Tacs for a puck that will decorate her room for a long time to come. She could have traded the second pack for the stick, of course, but then she would have been left without Tic Tacs.
Wow.
Sand sculptures.
That was a smart trade.
This man is sitting fearlessly next to a
No. That is not sand. That is not sand. I could barely make a damn castle and you made a whole ox with doo-doo. You made a doo-doo ox. What in the world? How did... Oh, wow.
Muscular bull, because he owns it, and also because the animal is completely made of sand. Did you ever imagine that it was possible to create such realistic sculptures using sand? The skin, the folds in the neck, the muscles, everything's so real. Andoni Bastarrica had no idea that he was so talented. The artist from the Basque Country began experimenting with sand sculptures in 2010 to entertain children. We don't know how realistic his first works were, but now his works can even scare adults. In the process of creation, Andoni uses mainly sand, his hands, and simple tools such as toothpicks and brushes to create small details. Sometimes for greater plausibility, the artist adds some props. The horns and the hooves of the bull are both real. The sculpture is amazing, but look at the crocodile and the hammerhead shark. Maybe you should put some warning signs next to them. Stumbling upon them in the dark could cause someone a heart attack, don't you think? Talking mummy.
What the hell?
The Egyptian priest Nesyamun was buried 3,000 years ago. Before leaving for the other world, he managed to convey his last wish. Nesyamun wanted to speak again after his death. Did this priest really guess the future? The fact is that recently, scientists have not only discovered the mummified body of the priest, but also fulfilled his wish. We're not kidding. Technology has advanced so far that researchers in England were able to mimic the mummy's voice, recreating most of its vocal tract with a 3D printer. You ready to hear a chilling voice from the past? Well, here it is. And that's all the majestic Egyptian wanted to say. He waited in a sarcophagus for 30 centuries just to utter a long murmur. Scientists say, of course, that it's not an exact copy of Nesyamun's voice, as his tongue has not been preserved. But it seems to us that the priest wouldn't be very happy.
Sound like one of them villagers off Minecraft.
With the result of the experiments. However, one thing is clear. Horror films about mummies will not be the same again. Bottle cap mosaics. Remember how many times you've planned to devote yourself to a new creative hobby and ended up just making excuses like, I need to buy materials and tools and all that? Let's be honest, a true artist can create art using anything. If you don't believe us, look at these wonderful pictures designed by a retired woman from a small Russian village. All Nina Krinitsina needs is nails, a hammer, and plastic bottle caps, plus a grandson with internet access who downloads layouts so that the artist can create her masterpieces. The woman has already created more than 30 mosaics, most of them dedicated to cartoon characters and Russian folk tales. The artist decorates her house with her works and became a local celebrity. Children love to see their favorite characters. When all you see outside the window for 6 months is a monotonous winter landscape, this positive art is the perfect remedy. Giant book. Who says that reading only develops the mind? Depends on which book you take in your hands. Take this book, for example. By the end, the person reading it will surely have bigger biceps. Here, we have the largest handmade book in the world. It's preserved in the small Hungarian village of St. Petri. The giant book is 4.18 meters tall and 3.77 meters wide. It only contains 346 pages and weighs almost a ton and a half. However, school children carry books in their backpacks that are just as heavy, don't you think? The book's creator, 71-year-old Bela Varga, insists that it is unique, not only because of its size. Varga used a traditional binding method, and the cover is made of wooden tables from Sweden and with the leather of 13 cows from Argentina. In fact, to install the cover, he had
That's a lot of sandwiches. That's the first thing I think of. A lot of sandwiches.
to use a crane. You may want to know what the subject of his book is. First, you'll have to gather your friends because it takes about 6 people to turn a page, and inside you'll find information about the local flora and fauna. Congratulations, you've become a little smarter and a little stronger. Double tattoo.
The hell?
Don't worry, no one's put any liquor in your coffee, and your screen's not failing either. The author of these tattoos is just simply incredibly talented. Yatzil Elizalde from Mexico began her career as a designer, but then found her true calling. According to her, she often sees things around her as blurry, so she came up with the idea of creating a tattoo that makes you feel like you're seeing double. At first glance, this technique's quite simple. First, you apply the main image, and then, in finer lines, it shifted copies. But the result is simply amazing. We don't know how many people on the street lost their balance when they saw these pieces. Our favorite tattoo's the sun. Makes you feel like you can't resist a sunstroke about to pass out. So, which one's your favorite? Hold on a second. Do you want to see some crazy stories from—
Wow, I ain't gonna lie, that was pretty dope. I ain't gonna lie, I've never seen the artist do stuff like that. Now that's cool, like, that's really cool. You know what? Those things are some definitely dope things. The book was interesting. They could have put some a better subject in it. I mean, maybe it's not made for me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's just not made for me. Yada yada, that's fine. But man, I think that was very interesting. I actually like that. You know what? Like, subscribe, comment. If you think that was very interesting too, drop what you think is the most interesting. What made you say, oh dang, like they started off with a little bit of mild sauce, but then they finished with a boom. Like that double tattoo, that's something else, man. I don't even know what to say about that, man. But look, we'll say this, we'll save it for another day. That is Watch It Wednesdays with your boy, Quizzy, all right? So like I said, man, share this video to somebody that you think needs to see this, man. Like, subscribe, comment, so that way I can grow, and that way we can grow, and then the Dynasty game becomes bigger and we become more international, because we got somebody in Japan watching this. Shout out to you, man. So look, what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep it funky with you. We're gonna go ahead and end the video now, man. Check out the other videos and check out my vlogs. Also, I have some new music on Quizzytv. Check your boy out. I'm dropping fire, okay? Be safe.